Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to show you another new purchase that I've made for the shop, and as you can see by the thumbnail, it's going to get pretty warm in here. So I'll get the camera turned around and we'll show you what's new here in the shop. So this is what I have new in the shop. It is a wood pellet stove. So as you can see, I've got this thing all hooked up. Again, here's the chimney kit here, and thimble in the wall, and the cold air intake. This comes with a cold air intake, but it doesn't come with the chimney kit. It's got a screen here for all the parameters, and it's also got a app for your phone to control it. I will put a link in the description to this stove so you can have a look at it. Again, I've used it already once. So here's basically the fire box and the fire pot, and the pellets drop down into here. And it's got an igniter down in there, and once it gets lit, then the pellets burn, and then the ashes fall into this ashtray down in here, and it puts out a lot of heat. I did have it running the other day. We'll get it started up here, and we'll show you how it works. Let me just get this closed up. One hand, and again, this is a master forge. So you can have a look what it looks like there. I'll take you outside, I'll show you the chimney kit. And I'll also put a link to the chimney kit in the description. So here's your cold air intake over here. And then this is the chimney kit. And I bought a extra 36-inch pipe here to put on the chimney kit. So it terminates well above the door, so I don't have any smoke come in the building. And it doesn't make all that much smoke, surprisingly. So we'll get in here, we'll get this app kind of going here. See if I can do this one-handed. We pretty much hit here and we start the furnace. So it starts up and it says here cleaning. So we'll come back in a minute here and we'll show you how it starts up. So right now I got it set for 22 degrees Celsius, and it's in the shop right now. It's at 7 degrees. So I'll come back and show you how it works as soon as it goes through this startup cycle. And again, we'll show you here. This is the hopper, and this holds 30 pounds of pellets, and the pellets I'm using is a softwood pellet that burns at 8,800 BTU per pound. So that's where you fill the hopper. Again, it's going through this startup mode. We've got date and time displayed on here, and the temperature. So now it's gone into the lighting mode. It's lighting the furnace. Well, I don't know if we can see it down here in a second. I'll kind of show it to you. Inside the fire box, it's kind of tough to see. It's dropping pellets into the pot. And then there's an igniter down there that'll turn red. We'll see if we can see that here in a second or two. Again, you can put this in different program modes, P1, P2, P3, P4, where it varies the rate of drop and how often it drops pellets. So it's right now it's dropping pellets, like I said, into the pot. And you can just starting to see the igniter. It's getting red, but it's got to build up the pellets around there first. And you can hear that auger turning every so often, dropping pellets into there so it gets them near the igniter. Like I said, I had this running the other day for a couple of hours, and it blows out some pretty nice heat through here. Well, I think we've got some pellets there starting to touch the igniter. It takes a little bit here to get it going. It's a slow drop rate. So now it's got pellets now covering the igniter. So now these pellets will actually start to burn. You just see the glow through there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if the camera will focus that close in there. But you can just see the pellets starting to glow. So they're igniting. We've got more pellets dropping into the pot. And again, it's a pretty smart furnace. It's telling you here that it's lighting. You can hear that motor running for the pellets. And there we go. We've got a fire going now. So there's the fire going, and now this fan up here is going to kick in shortly. It's amazing how little ash these pellets leave behind. So this fire will get pretty intense in here pretty quick. It continues to drop pellets. And I think once it gets to a certain temperature in here, the lighting probe will actually turn off, and we'll get another screen telling us what the furnace is actually doing, or stove is actually doing. You can see we're getting quite the flame in here, and then there's a blower up in here that will come on once this gets warm. So we've got a pretty good flame going in there now. And you should hear that blower come on in pretty soon. Well, I'll just turn this off and we'll come back once the blower comes on. So I could have kept the camera on. It didn't take much longer, but now the blower's on here now, has come on. There's our flame inside the stove. And our screen has got stabilization on it. So now everything's stable, and it's going to continue to run in the P1 mode I have it set at until I decide to change it. And let's see if I can get, it's not warmed up yet, but I'll come back and I'll kind of show you how much air temperature is blowing out of here, and what the chimney's at for temperature. So we'll come back as soon as that gets warmed up, and we'll show you some temp readings. So now it's had a chance to run for about 5 or 6 minutes, and it's got a pretty good flame burning in there. And if we can get a heat gun on here, 195 degrees roughly on the output air here. On the blower side, it blows warm air. I mean, you can feel it blowing warm air, you know, all 10 feet away from the stove. So it's pretty warm air coming out of here. It hasn't really got as hot as it got from, you know, if you run it for an hour, but it gets a little bit warmer there. And then last night down here, if I can get to it, but the chimney is what, 173 right there right now, roughly. I think last night the chimney was at around 243 degrees, and the thimble, which is this piece right here, never got any warmer than about 50 or 60 degrees. There's an air gap around there, around the thimble, around the chimney. Again, I will leave a link to the chimney extension, and the pellet stove in the description. And I couldn't really plumb natural gas into the shop, because we'd have to dig up the cement pad that's over top of the gas line where the deck is right now. And yeah, it was going to be pretty costly to do that, and I don't plan on working out here in the winter a lot, but this should really take the chill out of here and warm the place up. So there we have it right now, and we'll come back here and measure the temp one more time. So 213 degrees, 219. It got as high as 219 there. So this blower is really blowing out some hot air, so which will warm this space up pretty good. So everyone, there we have it, the Master Forge Wood Pellet Stove. Again, links in the description. If you can't plumb in natural gas, or don't want to put in a propane cylinder or propane furnace, and don't want to use electric heat, or don't want to use a propane heater, I think this is the next best investment. A 40-pound bag of pellets costs around $8 a bag, and are supposed to burn for about 30 hours on a 40-pound bag. So we'll give that a try. So that's pretty efficient and cost-effective heating for the Quebec garage this winter. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll give you a report back later on this winter on how well this furnace is working. But again, remember to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you guys anything. And I hope this helps you making a decision in buying a wood pellet stove to heat your space. Talk to you later. Bye now.